Hey everyone, Jeff Kaus with My Pro Realty here. Today, coming at you, I just kind of want to talk about a topic that's probably a little bit more emotional than some. It's the topic of basically selling a parent's house. So if you've Googled recently, if you've Googled, selling my parents' house in Menominee Falls or selling my parents' house in Wisconsin, then you're probably going through quite a few emotions right now. So it's imperative, that you have, somebody who's kind of familiar with that kind of stuff. There's going to be emotions. There's the emotions, obviously, just of, the emotions involved in losing a loved one. Then there's the emotions involved in having to coordinate things with siblings. Sometimes for some people, it's siblings they haven't talked to in a while. There's the emotions of, parting with, possibly the home you grew up in. And then there's all the stuff that our parents accumulate and the fact that the house might not be in the best of shape or best of conditions. So a lot of things going on, a lot of emotions to kind of process through and deal with. So like I was saying, it's really imperative that you have a real estate professional that's got a history or a background in kind of dealing with emotions and guiding people along that emotional roller coaster that comes with selling a parent's house. So if you've heard me talk before, you know that I come to real estate relatively recently. I spent 20 years as a social worker. Most of that was at Children's Hospital Wisconsin. I spent 15 years there working with families that had kids with long-term care needs. So those clients, those families I worked with were definitely going through an emotional process. They were trying to navigate systems. They were trying to deal with government supports, um, take care of the medical or developmental or behavioral issues that their kids were experiencing, all while trying to simply, be a typical parent, and in a lot of cases, a typical spouse. So, a lot of emotions. So it was important that they had a social worker, social work professional, kind of in their corner that could be kind of steady, knowledgeable, and really help guide them along that process, keep that emotional roller coaster a little less daunting. Um, Switching to real estate, I look at the skills I learned as a social worker and really feel that, um, that those skills help me be that emotional support person or that solid professional that's there to help guide families through the emotional process of selling their parents' house. Because, like I said, there's going to be a lot of things going on, and a lot of issues to deal with. So having that professional in your corner that has experience guiding people along that emotional roller coaster, I think is going to be extremely important. So if you are in that stage in your life, if you are selling your parents' house, if you have questions about that, want to know where to start, need resources, anything like that, by all means reach out to me. My number is 414-587-9691, but you can also just use the form on the website and send me a quick message and I'll connect with you and we can talk about kind of where you're at in the process, what needs to be done, and then try to help figure out how to get from start to finish without the emotions taking over and being too daunting. So if you are in that position in your life, my thoughts definitely go out to you. I know it's a difficult time, but if you want to talk about it or want to know kind of what your next steps are, by all means reach out and I'd be happy to help.